Don't look at me. I'm hideous. Don't look at me. I look like Jay Leno.
No, she doesn't. Welcome back to the Ghosty Girls podcast. I'm Christina.
I'm Alicia Leno today.
So Alicia, I don't know if many people know this. Like the people that know us personally know this, but Alicia's a beekeeper.
Yeah.
And tell them what happened to your face.
I got stung. I got some detox.
Stung. Detox. I love that.
Yeah. So my dad and I do bees as a hobby. We have hives of bees, and
the honey is amazing.
Listen, a lot of the times bees are very, very sweet. They don't want to mess with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like
they have a job to do.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
Be nice to the bees. That's all I'm asking. But yesterday I was not very nice to the bees apparently because we were diving into one of the hives. They had a lot of beetles, so we had to. It took us longer than usual.
Yeah.
Right. And they started getting a little sassy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they stung me through my veil, like my suit, on my chin twice, like almost in the same spot, to the point where like my lip last night, Jack was cracking up because it was like big, but
you got
only
that
on
detox.
Only on the left side. Like at least they could have centered it, you know?
They could have.
Bitches.
Could you have put another bee on the right side so then it gave you like
no, because I heard
lips?
like,
Oh, okay.
Listen, I should post a picture, honestly.
You
of
should.
that one time I got stung directly in the lip once.
Oh God.
Do you remember that picture?
That?
Oh
she
my God.
FaceTimed me and I was like, oh my God, who punched you in the face?
A bee. A bee punched me in the face. But anywho, long story long, I got stung twice in the left part of my upper chin close to my lip. So like jawline and my lip and my chin are swollen. I also got stung right here in my neck. So that's added to it. And my hand. Look, right through my freaking glove. They were not having it yesterday, man.
No, they weren't. You pissed them off.
We did.
You know what it reminds me of? Like for my Jersey Shore fans, remember when Snooki got punched when they were out?
Yes.
She got punched right on the side of the face. Mm-hmm. It's giving Snooki. And look at my.
You're wearing your
my
pickle
Snooki shirt that I got at Five. Well, Alicia got it for me at Five Below.
Well, she had been looking for it for a while, and they kept going out of stock.
I know, but it has a picture of Snooki's face and it says "Pickles is my thing."
I love it.
It's one of my favorite shirts.
Bang bang.
But that's it. It's giving Snooki getting punched in the face at the bar.
Okay.
Circa season 1.
You know what's funny is last night when Jack saw it. Mm-hmm. Jack is my husband, for those of you that don't know. He goes, "Oh my God, it looks like you got punched. People are going to think I punched you." And I was like, "Ooh, should I play this up?"
Yeah, just keep.
He goes, "I swear to God, you better not, because people will believe that shit." And I was like, "Oh, no,
Yeah,
they wouldn't. Because if you tried, you'd be dead." Like, come on. No, but he did say that it kind of looks like he got punched in the face. And we're supposed to go to like a party later on tonight.
Just tell everybody that he punched you in the face. That's fine.
I'll just say, I walked into a door. I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not funny to make fun of that, though. No. Long story long, I got stung in the face and I look a hot mess. I look like I got balls on my face.
But.
Call you a bitch, Jay Leno.
But the honey that comes from her hive is mwah, chef's kiss. It's really good.
Yeah, my honey's pretty sweet. You know what I'm saying?
And isn't honey like non-perishable? It lasts like forever, right?
Honey is the only food that will never go bad. It'll crystallize, but then you just heat it up and it gets soft again.
See, I'm weird because I like the crystallized honey.
I know, it's crunchy and delicious.
I know, it's great.
So weird.
I know.
I like it too.
But I like the texture of it. Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
Same.
So it's actually a good segue into what we're talking about today.
Can I tell them one more honey thing before you say that?
Sure.
Another thing that's awesome with honey and pollen, although it sounds counterintuitive, is if you have allergies, get local honey and take like a teaspoon every day.
Yeah.
In your coffee, in your tea, or just freaking eat it.
Yeah.
But if your allergies are severe, and I think I told you this before.
Yes.
Local pollen. Mm-hmm. People sell it, like the local farmers markets and stuff, or contact one of your local beekeepers.
Yeah.
If they have enough hives, they should be able to harvest actual pollen too. Mm-hmm. It's sweet. If you put a teaspoon of that in your tea, it helps even more with allergies. And that's like a little known fact that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, because my allergies are not great today. I think because I was outside all day yesterday.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling it today.
Sorry, I digress.
No, it's fine because, again, it's a good segue into the topic of today's podcast. It's something, it's a little different. Okay. I don't know if people are going to like this or not. We'll see. If you guys like it, I'll do more like this, but if not, I won't.
Well, good. Listen, I'm going to like it either way.
Thanks.
And I'm glad I got stung in the face for a good segue.
I know, right? I don't know. Sometimes, obviously, I'm very interested in true crime and paranormal stuff, but I also like weird and gross stuff too. Like I just have that weird, morbid curiosity type, and I feel like a lot of people do. Yeah. A lot of people don't admit it. But
why do you think Dr. Pimple Popper is so popular?
Yeah.
True. Like there's a lot of people out there that like some weird ass shit.
Yes.
And I'm one of them and you're one of them.
Correct.
So let's find our people.
Yeah. You found your people if you're still listening. But yeah, this one, it's a little disgusting. So just wanted to warn you guys, maybe don't eat whilst listening to this one because you may lose your appetite a bit. I don't know. But here we go.
Okay.
In October of 1999, residents of Fort Worth, Texas, began complaining of a horrific stench. A stench that was so bad that just walking down a specific street would immediately induce a headache.
Ew.
Yeah. Residents complained that they couldn't turn on their air conditioning because if they did, this rancid smell that was emitting from outside would permeate their entire house. And people were describing it as just like kind of like a stench of death, but like times a million.
Oh, God.
It was really, really bad.
Okay.
So Fort Worth Health Department officials, being absolutely inundated with complaints about this smell, set out to find the source.
Is this Fort Worth, Texas?
Yes. Yup.
I'm sorry if you already said that. Is there?
No, it's fine.
Is there even another Fort Worth anywhere? Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't either. Doesn't matter. Anyhow.
But they were soon able to identify where the smell was coming from. And it was a supermarket that had been completely abandoned 3 months prior. And what officials walked in on was an absolute fucking nightmare of biblical proportions. It's something that they had never seen before.
So someone just left a supermarket and was like
abandoned for 3 months. Yep. But before we get into what they found, let's talk a little bit about the background of this supermarket.
Okay.
So the Mexia Supermarket, which, spoiler alert, is the name of the nasty stench emitting supermarket we just discussed, wasn't always the Mexia Supermarket. It was first home to a grocery store named Dan'l's, located at 3900 Hemphill Street in Fort Worth, Texas. Dan'l's, however, suffered a very tragic end when a murder occurred there on May 29th, 1994. 18-year-old store manager Eduardo Lopez was working on this day when a gunman came into the store demanding money from the safe. Eduardo took the gunman back into the office where the safe was located because he was going to comply and give him all of the money in the safe. And instead of just taking the money and running, the gunman decided to shoot Eduardo in the head, killing him instantly. His body was then discovered hidden in a freezer in the back of the supermarket. To this day, that murder has never been solved. The case has been completely cold for over 30 years.
No pun intended.
Yeah. Yep.
Too soon. Sorry.
The only lead they've ever had is a description of the gunman, and all they had to work with was a Hispanic male. That's it. Very sad story, and I wanted to do more than just a little blip on this, but unfortunately there's just not that much information about this case online, so I didn't have much to work with.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I hate freaking cold cases.
I do too. I that was actually my next line. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't like covering cold cases because they're frustrating and they leave a lot up to speculation. So yeah, you're not really going to see me cover a lot of cold cases, but I wanted to throw this in there because his life still mattered. And I hope that his family does receive justice someday because that's fucking horrible. Like, this poor kid was 18 years old and he's murdered at his job at a grocery store.
Right.
That's...
He had his whole friggin' life ahead of him.
I know.
That sucks.
Fucking awful. Daniels eventually went under, as many businesses do. And the supermarket was purchased by Advance Investment Corp., who established Mexia Supermarket. And the goal of Mexia Supermarket was to cater to the low-income residents of Fort Worth by keeping food costs low. And apparently, not a lot was actually changed in the store aside from the main sign out front. So, like, everything else was from Daniels. There was even Daniels signs, like, on other things inside the store. So it was kind of weird.
That's weird.
Yeah. Not much is known about the owners, but it's said that they were two Laotian men who obtained an almost $1 million business loan, which was to be paid back within 15 years. That, however, never happened, and the loan defaulted in June of 1999. Just 2 months later, the store doors were officially closed. Once the owners lost control of the supermarket, they allegedly fled back to their home country and completely abandoned the store. So they closed it up, turned off the electricity, and bounced, leaving behind an entire 36,000 square foot store full of perishable food, including meat, fish, milk, cheese, vegetables, all of that, to rot in the Texas summer heat, which at that time period ranged from like 90 to 100 degrees every day.
Oh, no.
Hence the stench.
Man.
Yeah. And it's here that a battle ensued over the responsibility of this cleanup. Was it the responsibility of the city? Was it the responsibility of the store owners who fled and couldn't be located? Was it the responsibility of the bank who technically, quote unquote, owned the property? Like, who the fuck's job was it to clean up this mess? So the Fort Worth Health Department were like, yeah, fuck this. We're not touching this shit with a 10-foot pole.
I get it.
Like, verbatim, I bet.
Probably.
And
verbatim, but maybe.
Yeah. Verbatim, probably. And they launched an investigation which led them to discovering the owner of Mexia Supermarket, Comerica Bank. So Comerica Bank contacts A-plus Budget Movers, which is a fucking moving company, and hires them to deal with the mess, which is crazy to me. And the movers get there and they are like, absolutely the fuck not. This is way above our pay grade. Thank you and goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Thank you, I quit.
Yeah. So then Comerica Bank, realizing just how bad the situation is, they're like, hey, we actually aren't the supermarket's legal owner anymore.
What?
So, yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. So after the movers leave and the bank refuses to do anything, the supermarket sits abandoned for an additional week before the Fort Worth Health Department is forced to declare Mexia Supermarket a health hazard. And then they had to go into the property to perform an assessment. And what they found when they opened up those doors was a scene that would rival the contents of Satan's asshole.
Oh, God.
It was bad. So first off, there were so many flies in the store that workers could not even see their hands directly in front of them.
Are you kidding?
No.
Oh, gosh.
It was just a black swarming cloud of flies everywhere. Yeah. So they would like put their hands out in front of them, couldn't even see their hands. There were thousands and thousands of both roaches and rats crawling everywhere. The floor was actually covered in rat feces. You couldn't see the color of the floor.
Can you imagine slipping on that?
No. Nope. There were maggots and a putrid gray and black slime / ooze coming out of the packages of meat that had been left there.
Stop. Ugh.
Milk containers had gone rancid and exploded all over.
No.
Yes. Yeah. It was so bad in there that rats were actually dying from the bacteria in the air.
What?
So rats that are actually like born in filth and bacteria were dying.
Because of the filth and bacteria.
Correct.
It was at that level.
It was Yeah.
Holy gross.
To say it was a biohazard was just putting it lightly. Like, it was bad. Between the lactic acid bacteria emitted from the dairy products and the ethylene emitted from the rotting produce, the oxygen within the store was all but depleted. So there was no oxygen in the building. And this forced the workers to don full hazmat suits with filtering masks and oxygen tanks. Because if you walked in that building, you wouldn't be able to breathe. There was no oxygen. Isn't that crazy?
I'm just trying to grasp all of this. Like I'm trying.
I know.
My mind works in visuals, and what I'm seeing, I'm not loving.
No. Don't love that.
Sounds like a zombie movie.
Uh-huh. It's funny though, because even in zombie movies, when they go in supermarkets, they're not like that. They're like in great condition and they just go in and try to find Twinkies. Like,
right.
Remember?
Best movie ever.
Zombieland? Yeah.
Yes.
Legend has it he's still looking for Twinkies. I don't know.
He did get one though.
He did. Yeah.
God bless.
In the end, he got one.
He did. Just one.
Just one. So, yeah, the workers had to wear these full hazmat suits with masks, oxygen tanks, all that, which was not only for their health because they couldn't have been able to breathe due to all the toxins and gases in the air, but also because anyone who came within feet of the store without a mask would have been vomiting and deathly ill from the smell of decay and all of the gases that were coming out of that store.
Well, yeah. I mean, if the rats were dying,
yeah,
I mean, anything
pretty serious.
Breathing would probably not make it out.
Correct. Yep. Brian Borner, the environmental management director for the city of Fort Worth, Texas, described the scene as, quote, a gastronomic nightmare. And there's interviews of people that clean the place and they're like, we can't even put into words what we saw. It was that bad. Yeah.
Well, first of all, have you ever lifted an oxygen tank?
No, I haven't.
So my dad was
They're
a
heavy,
scuba
right?
instructor, right? So he always had those. They are very heavy.
Yeah.
And they're easy in water because you're weightless in the water.
Right.
Right? But I can't imagine people having to wear one of those.
Yeah.
And clean.
And clean.
In a full hazmat suit.
Yeah.
Also wearing like a face mask.
The respirator, all that
stuff.
stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Like that had to be exhausting, but also like hot as hell.
Yes. And also just looking at some of that stuff, like even I can't even like think about maggots. It makes me want to puke. If I see a maggot, I'm done.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I hate
I get it.
maggots. And like I'm gonna like go off on a digression here, but it does tie in. So I'm gonna do a little story time.
Yes.
Back in my early 20s when I was still in college.
Yesterday?
Yesterday. So I was dating this guy and someone in his family had a trailer at the beach. It was a really cute little trailer. It was so nice. We would stay there, go to the beach, and it was a free place to stay because somebody in his family owned it.
Yeah.
So one weekend we were using the trailer and we pull up and we go in. And I'm like, something doesn't smell right. Something ain't right here.
Oh, no.
So, you know me. I'm a smells girl. I can look at anything. Like, I can look at pictures of dead bodies. I can look at pictures of anything except maggots, of course. I don't like maggots. But I am very sensitive to smells.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I will gag taking out the trash. It's that bad. I wish that I didn't have that, but it is what it is. I just have a crazy sense of smell. I can smell shit like from another side of a building. It's crazy. So I followed my sense of smell and I'm like, I think it's coming from the refrigerator.
Like Scooby-Doo or the Fruit Loops guy.
Yes. So he opened up the refrigerator door.
Oh, no.
Maggots fell out of it.
No. That's traumatizing.
There must have been hundreds. Fell out of it.
What happened?
So apparently we found out that there was a storm a week prior.
Oh, no.
And the power had gone out and all of the food in the refrigerator in the trailer and all of the food in the freezer had gone bad. I'm talking milk, eggs, bacon,
Nope.
deli meats.
Nope.
All of that. So as soon as I saw the maggots fall out, I immediately started like retching.
I'm sure.
Yeah. And I ran out of the trailer, and he shut the door and came out, and he was like, oh my God, I don't know what the fuck to do. And I was like,
call your parents.
we're going to need to like leave or something. And he was like, well, I can't just leave it like that. Like,
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do? And I was like, I'm telling you right now, I can't clean this. I physically can't do it. I will vomit all over the place, and then it's going to be even more of a cleanup.
Yes.
Okay. So we went to, I think it was like the Food Lion or something. And we got all kinds of cleaning products. He got a mask, gloves, everything.
God, that cashier probably thought you guys were planning a murder.
He probably
Just
thought we
missing
were like
duct tape.
Erica and BJ Seifert. And
now it's close to where they did it
know,
too.
I know.
Shit.
It was like right around the area, actually. So we go back, and I sat in the car in the AC like the fucking princess that I am. I'm sorry, but I couldn't do it. I would have been of no use.
Yeah.
No use.
Like you said, you would have made a bigger mess.
It would have been awful. So I think like an hour and a half later, he came out and he was like, you would not believe what I just saw. He said that in that refrigerator, like in one of the shelves, okay, where the bacon was.
Do I want to hear this?
Yes.
Okay.
Was a parasite about the size of his arm, just swimming like it was in its natural fucking habitat.
What?
He said it looked like a tapeworm or something.
Oh, like it was small and thin, but long. Mm-hmm. I mean, it probably was. Oh, God.
Yeah.
See, this is why I don't eat that much meat.
Well, parasites are in all meat, but you have to, that's why you cook it, you know?
I know, but
You got to be careful. But I love me some bacon, but I didn't eat bacon for a little bit after
I
that.
can't imagine.
And I was like, thank God I didn't see that, because I literally would have been deceased.
You would have just
I would
walked
have
into the ocean.
Evaporated into midair, never to be seen again.
Bye.
Yeah. So I told you that story to just to say, like, that was only for like a week. Okay. This was for 3 fucking months.
Yeah,
that the supermarket sat.
And it's an
Can you
open
fucking
building.
imagine? Yeah.
Like it just, oh God. Nope. I've never heard of this. This is
It was fascinating. And I found, like, so sometimes I'll get bored and I'll go on like YouTube deep dives.
Yeah.
And I'll go watch like random videos. And I found this on a Lost Media video. And I'll get into more of that later. But yeah, I found it very interesting. And I was like, if I find it interesting, maybe other people will. So I'm going to do a podcast. Shit.
Yeah. Bang, bang.
So back to the cleanup. Before cleanup crews could really even do their job to clean up the property, barricades had to be put in place to contain the vermin, and pesticides were used because, as we all know, rats carry diseases. One of the worst and most deadly being hantavirus, which you can be infected with simply by inhaling rat droppings. And like most recently in the news, I'm sure you're all familiar with the death of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy. Remember that?
Yes.
And her cause of death was actually found to be from hantavirus. And
Are you serious?
Yes. And they found that they had a rat infestation in their house. That's how serious this shit is.
Did
It's
they
no
know
joke.
they had that?
I don't know.
Because I didn't, like,
Yeah,
I knew
don't
that
know.
they had died and it was of natural causes, but I didn't realize.
Yeah, she died of hantavirus, and they found that I guess they were hoarders, kind of, and they had a rat infestation.
Oh.
So they may not have even seen a rat, but if you come in contact with a surface that a rat has been on, or you're inhaling the air, it could absolutely kill you.
I mean, there was a guy in Hawaii that this kind of has to do with rats, I guess. I'm going to tell you the story anyway.
I want to hear it.
There was a guy in Hawaii who was invited to a party, I think at his aunt's house. Anyhow, Hawaii, right? He was invited to a party and he was like, shit, I don't have anything to bring. So he walked outside into his mother's garden and like harvested a bunch of like arugula and made a beautiful salad, right?
Oh, no.
So he took it to a party and it was fine. And I guess when he was out there, like, he was eating some of it too. So
Without washing it?
yeah, the salad was fine because he did wash that, but the portions he ate were out of the garden.
Oh,
right?
no.
Took the salad to the party. That night, he started to not feel great.
Yeah.
He went home and he called his aunt and he was like, listen, I might need to come stay with you. I don't feel good. So she said, sure thing. Picked him up, took him to her house, and his condition got worse and worse and worse to the point where he ended up in the hospital basically in a coma.
Oh, no.
And they were trying to figure out like how to save this kid, all these different things. His mom flew back from the States to Hawaii to like be with her dying son.
Aww.
And they eventually found out what it was. They had done all these tests and they didn't even think about like what he ate. Well, a snail.
Oh, no.
You know, they have that goo.
Yes.
Had like, I guess, trekked over some kind of feces
Yeah.
that had bacteria disease in it. Sounds similar. Climbed up the arugula, right? Climbed back down, did its little thing. And he had eaten some of that snail slime accidentally. I mean, shit, I eat my raspberries right off of the bush. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we all do it.
Yeah.
Who would think?
Yeah,
And this
you
is like,
don't.
this is like an anomaly case. Like, this is so rare.
Yeah.
But like, he ended up eating the snail slime that had that bacterial in it that caused him to go into this like coma and affected his brain. But because they had found it, they ultimately, I believe, were able to cure him. And it took a very long time for him to rehabilitate. But
That's fucking horrifying.
I know. So like, animal shit is no joke.
No, it's really not.
I mean, human shit is no joke.
Shit is no joke. Yeah.
Sorry, that was a long ass story. I
No,
apologize.
it's fine. Well, I mean, it goes with, it ties in with what we're talking about. You know, just, God, be sure that you wash all your veggies. And if you see a rat in your house or something, like, that's not something to mess around with.
At least just rinse it. Like, if he had just rinsed it,
Yeah.
it probably would have been fine.
Yeah. Oh, that's so scary.
Ugh. I know.
But yeah, I mean, it's nothing to fuck around with. Like, this can kill people. And they actually considered just burning the supermarket down. But then they realized that if they did that, the rats would just flee the supermarket and go find other places to live, like in people's houses in the community. Because, you know, if you burn an establishment down, you know, the rodents inside they're gonna scatter.
Yeah.
So this was a huge problem that needed to be addressed before the cleanup could even really begin. So they got that taken care of. And when the workers got in there, they used mainly shovels to dispose of the rotting meat and food, which was then placed in biohazard bags, which were then placed into sealed bins.
Man.
Yeah. And then disposed of in a landfill. The smell was so bad that workers at the landfill had to cover up the bins to try to contain the smell. So imagine.
Damn.
This shit smelled worse than a landfill and actually had to be covered up with more fucking trash from the landfill in order to make that smell better.
That's some stank.
Right?
Man.
Workers had to be properly decontaminated before they could even leave the property at the end of the day. Because
I get it.
Lord only knows what was all over them.
Can you imagine taking that home?
Nope.
That's like the guy that walked into that like nuclear waste center, like
Yeah.
area in the woods. He thought it was just a home that had been whatever, like abandoned. And he got some of that nuclear waste on his trolls, and then he and his dog died.
Oh, God. The world is fucking scary, man.
I know.
Nature, you scary.
You scary, but you pretty.
The cleanup was grueling and also very expensive, with some sources saying that it cost as much as $100,000, which in today's money would be around $192,000. So that's a lot of money.
It's a lot.
Everything in the grocery store had been contaminated, and not even canned or non-perishable items could be salvaged because everything was just covered in feces and bacteria.
I wouldn't even want
Everything.
to try to salvage anything. Like, could you imagine like, oh, let's try to save this can of peas? No, like, don't even think about
You
that.
can't. Yeah.
No.
And well, later on, they actually found that people had been breaking in to the supermarket and taking canned goods and like cigarettes and stuff like that.
Oh no, did I just overstep. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'll talk about that a little bit.
Jeez,
but
Louise.
they did end up finding out that people had been in and out of there.
Golly.
Yeah. With all of this waste of food, like this really pissed off the community because had the closure of this store gone the way it should have, all of that food could have either been transferred to another store to sell or donated to local food banks who actually really needed the food considering the holiday season was coming up.
Yeah.
So it was just an incredible waste. It was a waste of time, waste of resources, waste of food, just
everything.
Waste of everything.
Of an entire building.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And by December of 1999, 2 months after cleanup efforts began, people still reported the property stunk. So 2 months after it was cleaned, it still reeked. Yeah. Interestingly, a couple of minutes of footage of the inside of the grocery store during cleanup can be found online, and it was even featured in the series Life After People on the History Channel. I don't know if you've ever seen that show, but it's so interesting.
No.
Yes, it's called Life After People, and every episode focuses on like what would happen to buildings after people, what would happen to supermarkets, what would happen to
now we know
what would happen to homes, like,
man. Zombie movies make it look nice.
They make it look very nice and clean. Yeah.
Like you said.
It's not. Yeah. But if you're so inclined to watch, and I did, it was fascinating, so I do recommend it. And the footage is featured on the episode called The Last Supper. And speaking of footage, this incident is also shrouded in even more controversy as it's considered a case of lost media on the internet, as sources have claimed that there was a lot of news footage, including windows that were completely black because they were just covered in crawling roaches. Yes. People remember footage of rotten packages of meat that were like ravaged by vermin, and also footage of people entering the store to steal canned goods and non-perishable items.
Ew.
Yeah. This footage, however, remains lost and is now the subject of internet folklore. I would be curious to know if this footage is still out there. Like, it has to be somewhere, right?
It should be, unless it's like the Berenstein Bears.
I know. It's a Mandela effect. People have even claimed that there was more official footage of the cleanup or an extended, totally uncut version of the clip you can find on the internet or on the Life After People show. But by all accounts, this footage is like completely lost. Like, people have even searched the Fort Worth, Texas digital archives from that time period, and the footage is just gone.
That's crazy.
I know.
I mean, maybe they were just like, it was so bad, let's just bury this too.
Who even knows? Some people think that, since this happened in the 90s, that maybe the videotapes just got damaged and were thrown out.
Possibly, yeah.
I mean, you never know. But it's interesting.
Gross.
Like, I love the concept of lost media. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. So quick note on that Hawaiian guy, I found him.
Yeah.
His name was Scott Hessler. He was a pastry chef in Wailuku, Maui. He became sick after eating a mixed salad, and what they diagnosed him with was rat lungworm disease.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah. And that can be contracted by consuming food contaminated with the larval stage of Angiostrongylus cantonesis worm.
Ew, no, I don't like it.
So in Hawaii, these larvae can be found in raw or undercooked snails or slugs eating raw produce. Ugh. Yep.
Nope.
So if you guys want to find out more about him too, it's Scott Hessler, rat lungworm disease. But
that's horrifying. Makes me want to eat at McDonald's. Well, I mean, you can still get food poisoning from McDonald's, so never mind. I don't know.
Yeah.
Makes me want to eat.
But I mean, I don't think McDonald's is going to give you rat lungworm. Hold on.
Hopefully not. Rock and roll McDonald's.
McDonald's is a place to rock.
It is. That's true.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
I just learned this song today, guys. You know why? Christina just told me about the song today.
And
look
so
how we tied it in.
Everything's like tying in. It's so crazy.
McDonald's is a place to rock. It will make you fat.
What is it? McDonald's makes quarter pounders. They will put pounds on you.
Yeah.
So that's a song by what's his name again?
It's called Rock and Roll McDonald's, and it's by Wesley Willis.
Yes, Google Wesley Willis because he's got some fucking bangers.
Bops.
Anyway, we digress.
Do we?
No. Never. But with all of this cleanup and everything, you would think that, I don't know, someone would be held accountable for this legally, right?
No.
Actually, yeah, you're right. No.
Stop.
The investment group no longer owned Mexia Supermarket. The bank claimed that they no longer owned the property, and the owners successfully fled the country. So who footed the bill for all this, you may ask? The taxpayers, of course. Yay. Isn't that lovely? Citizens of Fort Worth were understandably very outraged at not only the stench that they had to endure, as well as the total lack of accountability for putting their health at risk, because all of their health was put at risk for months.
God.
But again, they were also really pissed off at the fact that all of the food was just wasted. A representative for one of the food banks in Fort Worth even said that had just one person contacted them to let them know that the store was being closed down, they would have gone in and salvaged as much as they could for the food bank.
That's fair.
Yeah. But by the time the public was made aware due to the stench, it was too late and nothing could be salvaged.
That does suck because there are people that could really use that food.
Exactly. Yep. But alas, the story does have a happy ending, as now in its place stands a Dollar General.
Yes.
And the stench is no more. And speaking of Dollar General, if you're a Dolly Parton fan, like I am, she actually has her own line of very affordable kitchen and decor merch for your home.
In Dollar Jenny.
Sponsor us, Dolly. I love you.
Love you.
Yeah, this isn't sponsored. I'm just throwing that in there because I fucking love Dolly Parton. So,
well, I will throw Dollar General a little high five here too because they have Pokemon cards.
Do they really?
They do. And
I didn't know that.
They're so hard to find nowadays. Like you have to like know when they're going to be delivered.
Yeah.
But like Dollar General is kind of that low key spot where sometimes you're able to like find a couple of
didn't know
card sleeves. Yeah.
I can get down with Dollar General. I really can.
Me too.
Yeah.
And you know what? Do you have their app?
No. I didn't even know they had an app.
Download their app because you can... Listen, I used to be like a couponer, like big time couponer, right? I just don't have time now because it
takes a lot,
planning and timing. But like if you look at their app, like every other Saturday, you get $5 off if you spend $25. But then they have these crazy coupons plus... Yeah, I'm not going to go into it. Check out their app.
Okay.
Just check it out. You guys too. Like, it's a great way to save money.
Yeah, sponsor us, Dollar General.
Yeah. Or don't. We're still going to plug you because you guys are great. No, we're not. Sponsor us.
I love me a dollar store, you know. Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, Five Below.
I'm a fan of the Five Below.
I love Five Below. I'm a cheap, simple bitch.
Five Below has Pokemon cards too. Not as often,
There you
though.
go. Yeah.
If you guys don't know, we're super into Pokemon cards in my household.
And by we mean Alicia.
Me.
Not Christina. I just referred to myself in the third person.
It's okay. Because by me, I mean Alicia. We got to catch them all. You get it.
Yeah, so hopefully that wasn't too gross for you guys. Hopefully it was interesting. I have that morbid curiosity.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I mean, I loved it because it was a nice break from murder.
We've been doing a lot of murder lately.
Yeah. And it was intriguing because that's not something you generally think about. Like what happens if you leave a store for a week, for a month, for 3 months?
With no electricity. Yeah.
Right. Like, and
yep.
Like we have the answer, but I would have never thought of it at all.
I know.
And it's interesting.
Yeah, this has happened at other stores too. Like there was fairly recently, there was a seafood supermarket.
Oh no.
That straight up bounced. And
oh no.
Yeah.
They left seafood in there?
Correct.
That's not okay.
It's not. No. Yeah.
Oh.
Nope. But anywho.
I'm not even going to say what. No.
It's best not to.
Nope. No. Gross.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. If you guys,
that's pretty cool.
If you guys like more of this like off the wall shit or lost media stuff, let me know because I can venture off into, different topics other than paranormal or murder We haven't done paranormal in a while, but also like we're working on that Screamify thing that's going to be all paranormal. So it's like,
yeah, we'll just stick to true crime here for now until we do the Screamify stuff, and then we'll incorporate that back in.
Yeah, we will. And once spooky season comes, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Well, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you. We love you. We mean it.
Yeah.
Don't own a grocery store and just bounce.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
At least donate the food first.
Yeah, for real. Don't be a dick.
Yeah. And we will see you next Tuesday.
But don't be one.
Bye.
Bye.